The 2015 fragrance would not withstand the 2025 heat. A lot of the perfumers did not foresee how hot it was going to be. They did not foresee global warming, right? And listen, this heat that is coming is different. The sun that is coming, the sun that we have today is different. This is not the sun I grew up with. This is another sun. This is the stepson. The sun's hotter, the air is drier. It's definitely going to be an effect on your fragrances. What's good? Welcome to my channel. My name is Warren Tafa. Fashion is my passion, and I'm about that action. If you think I'm handsome, please pay my ransom. You have to understand that high heat ruins delicate floral citrus based scents. So here are some fragrances that are, I don't know if the perfumers took into consideration the heat, but they definitely perform really well. They're not going to evaporate quickly, and they're not going to be so off-putting that they create a whole different smell when you take in consideration your sweat, your body chemistry, the heat. First one, Afnan Electric. This is a newer fragrance. I think it released this month or the end of last month, but Afnan Turathi Electric is a perfect example of what I am talking about when I say citrus fragrances that actually last long. They roll out slowly. They don't evaporate as quick. Why? Because of how they're structured. They put a lot of the heavy-weighted notes in the base. The base note in this fragrance is jumbo packed with heavy notes that are gonna open up the longevity of this fragrance, right? So that citrusy smell that you get from the opening of the fragrance, when the dry down kicks in this one, because of the base notes in this fragrance, it holds that citrus for a longer period of time. It extends that citrus for a longer period of time. The reason the citrus is able to be extended in this fragrance is because they use ambergris. Yes, ambroxan actually, to be exact, because ambergris is actually, I think, illegal to get. It's whale sperm. And the practices of actually extracting the whale sperm are illegal, I believe. I think PETA is against that. And it costs a lot. Ambroxan is the synthesized version of ambergris. What ambroxan does is a natural skin scent enhancer. So it enhances whatever mix it's been put into. Without the ambergris, you're probably gonna get 2-3 hours out of this fragrance. But with the ambergris, you're able to pull 3-4 more hours out of this fragrance. So I'm getting 7 hours on this. I'm getting 7 hours out of this fragrance on my skin easily. The ambergris extends the lifespan. This fragrance smells like the first day of summer break, the first day of summer vacation. You ever smell somebody and thought to yourself, man, this person takes care of themselves. Active, but they take care of themselves. That's what this smells like. It smells like somebody that goes to the gym, and after they get done working out, they take a shower or they do their skincare, right? They don't just leave their gym clothes on, right? They actually are hygiene conscious. It smells like it's very fresh, very citrusy. To me, it smells like Parfum de Mali green leaf and Dolce & Gabbana light blue blended together. It smells like lemonade and apple juice put into one. Citrusy up top, soft floral in the middle, and it has a warm base. It's supposed to be a dupe to Blue Talisman by XNihilo, a fragrance created by Jordi Fernandez. This is Afnan's interpretation. You're not gonna pay over $40 for this. I got mine for $39, which is a really good price for a smell like this, right? Fragrances like Chanel Blue de Chanel crawled so a fragrance like this can run. Next one, Afnan Rare Reef. Reminds me how effective dupes are becoming, right? They hired a high-level perfumer to create this fragrance who worked for Amouage. Amouage is a high-level brand, right? The fragrances don't cost less than $300, I believe. And the fragrance that he created for Afnan is like $40. The talent is not just gatekept for luxury brands. Now, dupes have access to that same market, and Afnan has tapped into their market. They have the blueprint with this fragrance right here, Afnan Reefs. Beautiful fragrance, amazing fragrance, immaculate fragrance. Yeah, this is definitely proof that the talent of high-level perfumers, it's not exclusive to luxury fragrances anymore. Listen, the gap is closed. The narrative they still try to push, you get what you paid for, right? That's cooked. That's cooked, chat. That's over with. Especially with a fragrance like this. If a perfumer that was behind Amouage is now behind Rare Reef, then what does that say now, right? Is it really cheap? Is it really a cheap fragrance? No, it's not. Maybe the price is cheap, but the quality, right? The craftsmanship, it's not cheap at all. But you know the stigmatism that they're gonna still put behind the fragrance? Oh, it's a dupe, it's a clone, it's cheap. That's the stigmatism that we'll still have behind it, the perspective. Why? Because of just that connotation that we have about just anything dupes. And fragrance is different, bro. You could pass that off in different industries, but in fragrance, nah, it's not like that. A lot of these perfumers have been getting off on selling you things with the idea of luxury, not necessarily having something that matches the value of a luxury product, but just the idea. Fragrance like this, Rare Reefs, is unique. The notes in it is fruity, but it's unique at the same time, right? It has notes in it like dates, fig. Those are not everyday smells that you could just walk into a grocery store and smell, right? I mean, even if they are in a grocery store, there's not a big aisle of them. There's specifics mixed with apricot. Where do you find that? This is his own interpretation of an expensive fragrance, Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. And listen, they did a good job. They did a good job of trying to clone Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. I like it personally. It's a great fragrance for the summertime. Oh my God, I like wearing it. But yeah, you're getting a fraction of the price for an expensive fragrance like this. You cannot go wrong with this. As far as like the longevity, I'm getting 6 hours with this fragrance, no doubt, right? For a fresh fragrance in the heat, it's perfect. The next one is Broca, Are You Serious? This is so slept on. So on the bottle it says, oh yes, it's in the way she looks at me every time I'm with her. The softness of her touch and the tone of her voice. Time stands still when we're together. Are You Serious? Him. They write to say him on here because this fragrance is definitely him, bro. It's gonna make you feel like him. This is to me one of the most underrated, right, Aventus clones out there. I'm standing on business. I'm stamping that. Nobody else is saying that. Are You Serious is one of the best Aventus clones out there. Not our Mouth Club than you, not Joe Milano, not Are You Serious? It's so slept on. This thing right here, and the price tag for it is nothing compared to those other ones. Like obviously some dupes are starting to creep up in their prices. I paid $25 for this. You cannot beat that. And I'm getting a great performance out of this. I'm getting 6-7 hours with this, that smoky pineapple that Aventus has, right? And you don't normally get that anymore with Aventus itself. The original fragrance don't even give you that. This is giving you that. It's so well blended. It's like a revitalized Aventus with the citrus, the black curant, right? It definitely has some black curant in there. The black pepper, the burk, the black pepper, the burk is bright, is bold, is mature. But that's not where it stops with this fragrance. Listen, it's bright, it's mature. It has a spicier, smokier feel that has more intention. The next one is Broca League Premier. This is a dupe to Maison Crivelli, Hibiscus Mahajád. I want to say something like this fragrance has definitely taught me that floral fragrances does not mean fussy, does not mean sassy. It doesn't mean gay. It doesn't mean you're soft if you like a floral fragrance as a man. This fragrance, it opens up with that hibiscus. It opens up with that hibiscus and rose. Those are notes, those are floral notes that often feel feminine, right? Or powdery. They often feel feminine or powdery. But this fragrance right here, the way it's able to combat that idea is it frames it with notes like cassius, leather, vanilla, peppermint, cinnamon, and a musk, right? Which makes it very edgy and balanced. You understand what I'm saying? And with this fragrance, you're not gonna get anything less than 7 hours. It's gonna perform really well, moderate to strong for the first 2 to 4 hours. And it's gonna pull back in, not to a skin scent, but a little bit above that for the rest of the fragrance. Throughout the day, I guarantee wherever you spray this fragrance, I'm gonna spray it on my hand. You're gonna catch yourself taking a sniff and it's still gonna be there. 5 hours later, it's still gonna be there. 6-7 hours later, it's still gonna be there, right? Because this fragrance is just it's so good and it performs so well. For such a low price, man. You know, I paid around $25 for this. I'm sure there's places where you can get it for lower. This is a beautiful fragrance. You would think if they had a European name or an Italian name, this fragrance is going for no less than $200, right? So Broca League Premier is definitely changing the game, man, with this thing right here. And yes, I do think it is a dupe to Maison Crivelli, Hibiscus Mahajád, but I wouldn't say it's a one-on-one, right? But here's why. I don't think you will be mad at the smell that it produces anyways, regardless. It's a sleeper for sure. It reworks Hibiscus Mahajád in its own way, if that makes sense. By adding like spices to it and gives it more of a fresher clarity, right? So yes, this is one of those fragrances that will be able to withstand the heat. The next one is French Avenue Tropical Kiss. I've talked about this one so many times. This one right here, if you judge it, it's supposed to be a dupe to Mango Kiss by Soleil de Judas. It's supposed to be a dupe to Mango Kiss, right? This one right here, if you judge it in the opening, you miss how good this is. This is niche quality right here. Like the depth of it is immaculate. It opens up with this bright mango scent, right? With orange blossom. And then it softens with the lang lang. It softens up with the yang lang, yin yang twins. It softens up with that. Then the iris and the coconut, it wraps It wraps the rest of those notes together. I don't know if you can see it in your head as I'm describing. It wraps the rest of those notes together into like an ambery, benzoin, vanilla, sweet smell, right? And I mean, you're gonna get that smell throughout the day wearing this fragrance right here. The base is mega packed with heavyweights, vanilla, benzoin, amber, that is some heavyweight. So you're gonna get no less than 7 hours with this fragrance. This level smelling at a budget price. But yeah, this isn't a cheap scent at all, even though the price is low, $45 for a fragrance that could easily be $300 if it had a different label on it. Next one, Bravanzo Imperial. This thing right here, it's not just another citrusy, spicy smell. It's 3 moods in one. It's 3 seasons in one. It hits with that grapefruit in the opening, right? With the pink pepper, right? But it doesn't stay there at all. It takes it a step further. It evolves into a smoky incense and a cozy cashmere woods. And then it settles on a warm amber musk. That's gonna last you damn near all day, man. This is just insane. 8-hour longevity, good to great projection for the first 2 to 4 hours. Pulls back into about an arm's length long for the next 2 hours, and then it pulls back into somewhere close to a skin scent for the rest of the fragrance. You're gonna get a bang for your buck with this one right here. Hey, and last but not least, yes sir, ski, Reef's Rose de Soleil. This is a preview of modern perfumery, right? Because Rose de Soleil, there's definitely some roses in this fragrance, but the modern rose fragrance isn't built with petals. It's built with fruit. So long gone are the days where rose fragrances smell like that Gucci Rush smell, that Chanel No. 5 smell, that vintage smell that people call the grandma smell, right? Long gone are those days because, like I said, a lot of rose fragrances are being infused with fruit fragrances, making it more crowd pleasing, it makes it more palatable for the general public to. And that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Some people will never get to experience a genuine rose fragrance anymore because it's built with fruits, right? But if you just care about smelling good, oh listen, oh my God, they smell so good. That blend is genius to me. And I see that's what modern perfumery is, right? Obviously there's rose in this fragrance, but it's paired with mango, lychee, apricot, making it really bright, making it really citrusy, right? Making it really fresh, making it really fruity at the same time. It's a dupe to God of Fire. It's one of the interpretations of God of Fire, but it's more potent, it's stronger, it projects stronger, it lasts longer, it sticks on you, it builds a base around you, a musky base around you that of mango, right? Great fragrance right here. Really blended well. Riffs did their big one with this one right here for sure. This fragrance is warm, it's fruity. You have the mango. If you like mango scents, you're gonna love this right here. It's a youthful mango, right? It's warm, it's happy. Yeah, modern perfumery fruit is often used to reframe rose and make it brighter, softer, and more relatable. Rose fragrances used to be formal, mature, romantic, but now they're more casual, warm, energetic, right? Crowd pleasing, glowing, thanks to the fruits, thanks to the musky base of this fragrance and the solar notes. So yeah, this fragrance right here, you're not gonna get less than 6 hours of this fragrance. It's gonna perform really well, it's gonna project really strong, right? It's gonna be able to perform in the heat. It's a good mango fragrance it's not gonna just fold to the heat. Yeah, this is exactly like God of Fire. They both open up with that mango, citrus, and creamy amber, right? But this version definitely does tell a different story. Those are some summertime fragrances that are definitely gonna fragrance, they're gonna hold you down in the summer heat, right? So thank you guys for watching the video. My name is Untitled Chapter, my passion, I'm about that action. If you think I'm handsome, please just pay my rent.